Well, it's that time of year again. Time to talk about our favorite Christmas movies, and today I want to talk about a couple of things you probably didn't know about A Christmas Story. Hey, I'm Mike. I studied film, I work in TV, and if you love movies as much as I do, hit that subscribe button and get notified when new content's posted. A Christmas Story is one of my favorite Christmas movies. It's about Ralphie, whose only wish is to get a Red Ryder BB gun for Christmas. But it seems he doesn't have a lot of support for that idea.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
You'll shoot your eye out! You'll shoot your eye out!
The movie A Christmas Story was based on a book titled In God We Trust, All Others Pay Cash, written by American humorist Gene Shepard. The book contains 31 stories told from the perspective of its main character, Ralph, who as an adult has returned to his hometown and is reminiscing with his old friend Flick, who runs the local bar. The two share memories and drink the day away. A Christmas Story is culled together from 4 of those short stories. Duel in the Snow, The Counterfeit Secret Circle Member Gets the Message, My Old Man and the Lascivious Special Award that heralded the birth of pop art, and Grover Dill and the Tasmanian Devil. Fans of the movie should be able to figure out which scenes in the final movie align with those story titles. In fact, author Gene Shepard is the voice you hear as the narrator, and he makes a cameo in the movie. Unfortunately, reports say that Shepard was a nuisance on set, constantly second-guessing director Bob Clark's work. Artists, am I right? Did you know that in the scene in the Chinese restaurant, actress Melinda Dillon wasn't acting when the waiter cut the head off that duck? The production team gave her a doctored script so as not to ruin the surprise because they wanted to get her authentic reaction. Did you know there was a deleted scene featuring Ralphie rescuing Flash Gordon from Ming the Merciless on planet Mongo? If you visit the Christmas Story Museum in Ohio, you can read the deleted pages from the script. I was able to find this still from the scene that was shot and deleted. In fact, Flash Gordon and Ming the Merciless are credited in the final credits. Speaking of the Christmas Story Museum, it sits across the street from the actual house used in the filming in Cleveland, Ohio. The house was sold in 2004, and the new owners restored the house to how it looked in the film and opened the accompanying museum. Every Christmas, they auction off a 2-night stay in the house, with the proceeds going to A Christmas Story House Foundation, a nonprofit set up to preserve the landmark house and the surrounding neighborhood. A Christmas Story actually has 3 sequels, none of them any good. In 1988, Ollie Hopnoodle's Haven of Bliss followed a 14-year-old Ralphie, played by Jerry O'Connell, as he and his family traveled to a Michigan lakeside camp. Then in 1994, It Runs in the Family, also known as My Summer Story, starred Kieran Culkin as Ralphie and Charles Grodin and Mary Steenburgen as his parents. My Summer Story was also directed by Bob Clark, who did the original Christmas Story. It followed the Parker family during the summer of 1940, I guess immediately following the Christmas Story in the timeline. And then in 2012, A Christmas Story 2 came out and followed Ralphie, played by Braden LeMasters, as he attempts to buy a car. Also in 2012, A Christmas Story was made into a musical. I guess that really isn't an unknown fact. Even if you didn't know it, it isn't surprising to hear that they turned A Christmas Story into a Broadway musical. Most everything is turned into a musical these days. And I'll leave you with one last strange fact about A Christmas Story. The actor who played Ralphie's little brother, Randy, Ian Petrella, temporarily lived in the house that the film was shot in and now serves as the museum. It seems that after quitting acting to pursue graphic design, he befriended the owners of the house and moved into the 3rd floor for several months. While he lived there, he gave tours and hosted meet and greets with visitors. Anyway, since it's that time of year again, get out there and watch A Christmas Story. It shouldn't be that hard to find. I'm sure one of the networks is hosting a marathon. I'd love to read your thoughts on A Christmas Story in the comments below. As always, if you enjoyed this content, please interact with this video. I'd really appreciate it. Film is about community. I'm Mike, and I love movies.